tell you what. Shut up.
The cow says, ooh.
Welcome to another episode of Figuratively Speaking. It is your boys, Fig and J-Man. J-Man,
Hello.
how are you?
Hello, comrade. I am good.
Have you meddled in the election lately?
No, but my neighbor did just tell me to tear my fence down, and I'm a little mad about it.
Is it because he does not want you cheating in Olympics?
No, it's because I keep my tracksuit collection outside.
Have you heard of the machine lately?
The machine. What a guy.
He also fucked my cat.
I really hope that's still part of the bit.
I knew it, imposter. You are faking Russian accent. You have no permission to use accent.
Yet, I am real Soviet. You can
You
tell
are
because my
imposter.
name is Dimitri. Dimitri Sorbachev.
Sorbachev.
Yes.
I am
Sorbachev.
actual Soviet. I have permission from Soviet friend. I am true communist.
What is your comrade's name?
The man told me to leave mouth shut and not reveal name.
He needs to be called Igor or Pietro or Dimitri to be real Soviet.
For don't you know I am Ivan Dimitriyov?
More like Ivan Dimitrian, am I right?
That's the bit. We're done.
Can't go any higher than that.
I forgot to do my one part of when you were saying hello comrade, how are you? I was gonna say cold and drunk off vodka.
Vodka.
Just,
That is what is in this bottle.
That way we would have portrayed all the Russian stereotypes. Elections, Olympics, cold, drunk, tracksuit, Dimitri, Ivan, off. So, what have you been up to since the long hiatus?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I have been watching a lot of movies, though.
I was gonna say, you almost pulled a Sierra right there with the one-word answer.
I went with 3 words. Nothing, absolutely nothing.
And that's podcasting. What about TV shows? You hot in any TV shows right now?
Let's see. I did just start season 3 of Shooter. And if you're not familiar with what Shooter is, it's a Netflix show based on the movie with Mark Wahlberg in it.
Wait, wasn't it originally a USA Network show?
It may have been. I don't know, but it's the show that's based off of the Mark Wahlberg movie. He actually is an executive producer on the show, where he's the ex-Marine sniper that's accused of trying to assassinate the president.
And that's just because, and the president's wife is clearly a lady named Christina, because he did not go into her house and make love to her or get her name right. I don't think you got the joke.
No, I didn't.
You didn't. It's from the other guys. Arnie Palmer alert. Arnie Palmer alert.
Oh boy.
You come into my house, you get my wife's name right.
But no, yeah, I mean, I've been doing that. I've been watching a little. Just finished Stranger Things 3.
Oh, a super hot soundtrack.
Henderson.
Is he here? Oh, not again. Henderson.
Do it with me. Are you ready?
It's funny because I hated.
Wait, we need to have a group Henderson. Ready? Henderson.
I hated Steve in the first 2 seasons, but I came around on him on season 3.
He's the GOAT now.
I used to hate Steve and was a huge Jonathan fan, but now I hate Jonathan and love Steve.
I hate Jonathan and his entire stupid family.
Every time I can't look at the mom like the same after watching Mr. Deeds.
Oh, her name escapes me.
Winona Ryder.
Yeah, Winona Ryder. You see her like high as shit on stage when they're accepting a an award for like the first season of Stranger Things or something, and she was on stage and she was just like, she was on something.
She was trying to figure out what was going on with her magnets.
She was just like, it was wild.
Kind of like Chris Evans in every poster for anything Marvel related, how it looks like a bird flew away with his hot dog.
Yeah, I mean,
whoever could with that meme did great justice.
Oh yeah, that was great. But my favorite thing about Chris Evans is his behind the scenes face.
I don't think anybody else will ever get that.
No.
I'll say the show I've been hot into lately is MasterChef.
Oh yeah, I love me some.
I got into it last year, and I'm super hot into it now. I need to quit saying super hot because I am Snow White American. I mean, I am a Snow White Russian.
Oh.
I almost let slip.
Oh, Ivan.
Ivan, you really you needed a good little wild ass combo of words after that. You chicken fucker, you.
Oh, Ivan, you crazy like bear on unicycle.
You're crazy like shirtless Putin. But don't say name too loud. Oh no, I've been super hot into MasterChef.
I've been so white into MasterChef.
I have to hard R the word super from now on.
Hard R's are dangerous.
I hard R super, I hard R hamburger, and there's one word I can't hard R. Well, actually, I can, but I'm not supposed to on the podcast.
Here we are, model citizen.
Can Russians hard R? Are they allowed to?
I don't know.
I think they'll do whatever they please and not take flack from us.
I'm afraid to try. I'm not going to do it. You can do it.
I mean, if you think about it, it's probably one of the easiest flowing words to make sound Russian. If that babbling gibberish made any sense at all.
Yeah, I think I parsed my way through it. But yeah, so MasterChef, man. I mean, I don't know. I haven't watched this week's episode yet
Because it comes out tonight.
Oh well, I don't know.
We're recording on Wednesday, August 28th, and it comes on Wednesday, August 28th.
I usually watch it on the weekend, so I don't even know what day it comes out. But yeah, I mean, I'm real big on that show. Like I'm pissed whenever I eat and then watch it because then I just get hungry again. So I usually try to watch it while I'm cooking, and then I'll eat afterwards. And it's usually either the most amazing or most disappointing meal of my life, depending on the quality of the food.
See, I don't think I could cook afterwards. I think I'm too fancy. I just start doing stuff bad. I'd probably end up poisoning myself. Like, oh, I'm gonna try to mix this with this, and nope, it's fucking raw, and then he messed it up.
And then you call yourself an idiot sandwich.
But what are you? An idiot sandwich. Who's your guy or gal to ride or die on this show? Who's your ride or die bitch?
Well, I had two at one point, but a certain someone got eliminated, and I don't want to spoil it for anybody because it was a couple weeks ago. But
honestly, if you haven't seen it now, it's on you.
It was Fred. Fred was my dude.
Fucking hated Fred.
I love Fred and he always was just so like, oh yeah, I'm gonna cook this. But now my dude's Micah. I mean, one, he's from Grand Rapids.
Hometown hero.
Gotta go for the hometown hero. Two, he's 19. And three, I just love the fucking dynamic between him and the judges because Joe hates him.
We'll get into Joe in a second.
Gordon loves him.
Yeah, because he's a spitting image of a gay spitting image of Gordon.
Micah's gay?
I'm 99% sure.
I don't think Micah's gay.
Hop around on his Instagram. Oh, he also ruined last episode for me. That's the biggest thing about following the contestants is you have
That's where you got that. I was wondering who spoiled it for you.
Yeah.
It's fucking.
Yeah, I really enjoyed Micah from his audition, from the battle pass and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Riding through the battle passes. Yeah, this is why the first reason why I hate Fred.
Why did you just take your glasses off?
So you can see it better.
No, he doesn't.
I'm a baker, and I have an invite to another bakery.
You look.
Oh my god! I don't have the confidence in me.
Looks so incredibly racist.
Oh, I was not trying to portray the Asian part. I was trying to portray him blinking all the time.
Oh no.
Because he blinks he probably blinks 20 times in a second.
And then my least favorite, fucking Suba. Fuck Suba.
You mean Subaru?
No, I mean
that's what they call him on Instagram. Is Subaru.
Fuck Suba and his stupid fucking life. Everything about just his life.
I hated him from the audition because he needed his mom to get him on the show, basically.
And also, he's so bad in group challenges.
Oh, like, yeah. He's just bad in general.
One, like, the last one, the NASCAR one, was fucking ridiculous because, like, literally all he had to do was, like, I think all he was doing was, like, he was making the sauce or something, and he managed to burn the chicken when he wasn't even making the chicken. I'm just like, what the fuck, man?
No, he's just bad in general. He's scrambling until, like, the last 30 seconds. But what I hate is that it's always really good, and judges are like, "Oh, he's a contender now." Like, I think for this episode, if he doesn't stay consistent for the whole episode, one slip up is going to really mess him up.
Yeah, I mean, you're getting down to the people where it's it's everything is make or break. So I'm for Micah and against Suba. What about you?
My original character got knocked off. I think the second episode.
Character.
And it's because he is a character. I'm talking about Kenny. Kenny Palazzolo or whatever his name is, the Boston. He named his boat the "Hey Ma, what's up?"
Yeah.
Because whenever he'd walk into his mom's house, say, "Hey Ma, what's up with these chicken cutlets?" Kenny was my guy, and then my guy got eliminated real quick. I wanted to like Brie, but I hate her so much. I hated her so much.
I wanted to like her, but she's the worst. No, she felt very plasticky and fake to me.
Yeah, can confirm. My favorite chick though is Sarah. I liked her from her audition.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I don't think she's gonna win though because she seems very like middle of the pack to me. Like she never really stands. She never stands out.
She stood out once, and that was when she had her meat featured in the magazine. And she really does know her way around some meat, if you know what I mean.
No, her meat was featured in a magazine.
Well, I mean, never mind. We're not gonna go there. I like Noah just because he's a stand-up guy. One being he's a stand-up guy, and two, he's fucking tall as shit.
I hate his overalls, and they need to be burned.
But he's been on like a really big downhill. Down. He's going down for real. But that was a wonky noise. It sounds like the noise you make when you go, and then you slow it down a lot to make it sound like popcorn popping. But anyways, I like Nick. Nick's got heart. He's got grit. I like Micah. Same reasons. And Hometown Hero. If Noah, Nick, or Micah win, I'll be happy. Or Sarah win, I'm happy. Dorian, I can't stand because every 5 seconds I'm fighting for my family. Bet your family doesn't need you at all. They need you back home cooking for them. And then you got Sherry, who it took her 700 episodes just to cook something that wasn't Indian. Which, for somehow, the only reason they haven't yelled at Suba for that is because he is Indian.
Yeah,
you can kick a football through Suba's teeth, but we need to talk about Joe. And no, I'm not talking our family Joe. I'm talking the other Joe.
Oh yeah, not. I almost called
Queen Joe.
I almost called him Captain Fantastic. That's not his name. Mr. Incredible.
Man, that joke was not made by a captain, or was it fantastic?
It was incredible though.
Ooh.
And Mr.
I did have a thought pop up to me before we get into Joe. If I was a weed dealer or whatever, I would sell edibles and I'd name them Mr. Incredible's Incredible Edibles.
That's been done before, I think.
Well, just put someone in the background yelling "re" because I'm on repeat. Let's get into Joe now. I want to like him. I really want to like Joe, but he's such a dick.
Let's do the pros and cons of Joe. Joe is very well dressed, and I don't know why, but I really like the way how when he tastes something, he always looks so unimpressed, even if it's delicious. He's always just like,
I could eat this bottle cap right now.
This would be his face.
What? Was it a good dish? Okay. The thing about you just got into the show, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, no, I mean
Okay.
I've been watching for probably like I back watched.
Better than backwash.
I watched all the old episodes, and so I'm pretty much up to date. But I did just get into it like a couple 3-4 weeks ago.
So like I mean, other season wise, did you ever
Oh
watch
no,
any others?
this is the first season to watch.
This is the biggest annoyance of this season. I love it because it's so intense, but I hate it because like when Joe eats it, he's like, "Was it good? Yes. Was it season 10 MasterChef worthy? Time will tell." Same thing with Iran. I want to like Iran, but he tries so hard to be a hard ass, and it just doesn't work for his character.
Uh-huh.
He just needs to stick to calling everybody mijo and calling the married women señorita.
Okay, but and then it's clear that Gordon is just like, I love Gordon.
Oh yeah, 100%. Especially when he broke down the chicken blindfolded. When he did the time, the one pan dish in half the time, and the genius of it, of making a pot pie so he doesn't have to worry about anything fancy plating wise, when he can really wait till literally the last second like he did and pop that puppy out of the oven. Not actual puppies, folks. We're not that kind of podcast.
Nope.
But yeah, Iran tries so hard to be a hard ass and it's not working for him. Joe, he realizes he's being a hard ass, but it's not working for him. He just goes too.
It kind of does. He's still a dick though.
Yeah.
Like, he carries like a very heavy like Italian New Yorker vibe with him, and that's what he's going for, like a upper class like Italian basically. But no, like the reason I like Gordon is because he's not afraid to put his blood, sweat, and tears into things. And I just want to talk about how weird of a phrase blood, sweat, and tears is. And yes, I did say that just so I could discuss it. It's a weird fucking saying, man. Like if I'm doing something like hard, I'm bleeding and sweating and crying all day while I do it, probably not in very good shape, and I probably need a hug or go to the hospital or something, you know?
People always use it in the weirdest context too. Like, say you're making you're trying to make your best cake ever. I put my blood, sweat, and tears into that cake. I
don't want to eat that.
Like, I hope you didn't put your blood, sweat, and tears. One, you could have the HIV. I don't want your salty, salty sweat or your salty tears in my cake. I don't want a salty cake.
Speaking of HIV, man, this is a great segue. So, speaking of AIDS,
folks, I have breaking news. I, the J-Man, have the HIV. That's a callback.
For a man with a name that literally means special penis, it sure is super unfortunate that Magic Johnson has HIV.
I thought that was like done and over with now. Like I thought he was like gone with it.
He still has HIV, I think. But I mean, like, maybe he survived HIV because he has a Magic Johnson.
Maybe he had the HIV from the start and he didn't find out till he started banging and slanging and banging.
Is that why they call him Magic Johnson?
Good.
Irving?
Yeah, honestly, if my name's Irvin, I can't be named Irvin.
Yeah, you got to go with Magic Dick or Magic Johnson. But I mean, either way, he should have been a porn star. But
no, he should have been a porn star if his name was Richard Johnson.
But I mean, he can't really be a porn star now because that's icky.
Yeah, he's gonna be one of those weird porn actors who actually use a condom.
Yeah, and then at the end of every video, it'd just be like his face like this close to the camera, like, this has been a public service announcement about the dangers of HIV. Always wear a condom.
For some reason, I got the image of him at the end of it afterwards and him saying, "I'm all sweaty."
I really put my blood, sweat, and tears into that one. He's just like sobbing like blood.
Yeah, it's no, like he finally gets his chance with Lisa Ann. Then afterwards, or like he's like in the dressing room, like in the mirror, and he's just like, "You gotta bring your A game. You gotta do this." And then afterwards, she repeats the whole "get out of the water, sharks in the water." There's no sharks in a bathtub, lady. And then,
come on, Irvin.
And then afterwards, he's like, after he takes the towel and he just like at the edge of the doorway, just like looks at her and just goes, "Clean yourself up." And as he's walking back, he's like doing like rubbing his neck as if like it was a tough performance. And as he gets back, the other guy goes, "Really put my blood, sweat, and tears into that one." You cried? Yeah.
Not see this whole time I've just been picturing like how he would hype himself up in the mirror, like, "Come on, Irving, you're an NBA Hall of Famer. You put balls in holes for a living."
I really need a timeout when I take drinks of water.
Yeah, you've chosen a lot of really poor times, but then I do kind of see the same thing that you did about him, like walking away, like that was a tough one. Like getting like a wet washcloth and putting it on his forehead.
Or after that, he takes that. Oh no, he just gets the wet washcloth, just does a quick wipe down, tosses that at her too, and tells her to clean herself up again. And at that point, you're a filthy whore, and a whore is all you'll ever be. Then as he puts a headband on, like the elastic ones, goes. No. Then he takes it on a step further and goes to the bar, and he's just like hunched over in like a mangy polo shirt or whatever, and just looks like he's real sad. Like, tough night.
Drinking some
I'm
whiskey.
too old. And then he turns into the good guy from Lethal Weapons, and I'm too old for this shit.
Man, this
I think that about wraps that one up.
We went from PG Masterchef to Irvin Magic Johnson, and
let's go back to PG Masterchef, and let's say Masterchef Junior is trash.
It is. I think any version of Masterchef other than Masterchef is trash.
Can't confirm. I mean, there's just the two versions, but yeah.
Well, there's the celebrity showdowns and shit.
Oh yeah, wasn't Evan Smith on that?
I think there was one.
Oh, he probably got his just for men, whatever that is, in the food.
What?
Wasn't he on a Just for Men commercial?
Oh yeah. No, I thought
you said all that.
I thought you said, didn't he put Just for Men in his food? I was like, what?
He really put their blood, sweat, and tears into it.
No, and his shampoo. Blood, sweat, shears, and shampoo. Nope, that's not shampoo.
Sweat.
Sweaty
shears.
Oh God.
All right, we need to have a conversation though, because we talk a lot of stuff about movies on the podcast, and sometimes we kind of hop back and forth into who's good in the movies, who is bad in the movies, or should they have been casted, shouldn't they have been casted. I'm pretty sure I'm just talking about the time we referenced Will Smith being the genie, and he's dying. So how about we discuss what are we doing, top 5?
Top 5 favorite movie characters. Not movies, not actors, but movie characters.
Yeah, the movie characters. And this could be the main characters, secondary actors, comic relief characters, anybody. So how about you hit it off with number 5?
Number 5 on my list. Oh, I didn't put them in any specific order, so I have to pick really quick. I'll go with James Bond. And not just any James Bond, but Pierce Brosnan's.
Okay, I was really hoping you weren't going to say the other twat's name. Daniel Craig.
Yeah, no, Pierce Brosnan's James Bond for a couple of reasons. One, he was the James Bond when I was born. I think he was the James Bond when you were born as well.
90s kids.
During the 90s. And he was also the face. The big one for me is he's also the face of, like, all of the James Bond video games when they were hot. 007 Nightfire. Everything or Nothing was a good one. I think he was also the face of GoldenEye. And really, like, he was really how Bond was supposed to be portrayed, like kind of slapstick secret agent, like not really like just kind of like doing his job and doing it so well that it's funny. And I'm a real big Pierce Brosnan fan. This is a Pierce Brosnan podcast. I had to scoot forward to say that. And
I was like, is he like trying to chest bump the camera or something? Like, give me some Pierce Brosnan. Give me some Brosnan.
Hell yeah, Pierce Brosnan.
Who's your daddy?
Say it with your chest. Pierce Brosnan.
Pops the old pecs. I didn't even get my pecs high enough to see it on camera. You can't really see it, and me trying to be quick and how laggy Skype is. Okay, for my number 5, I'm taking the good old Johnny Goodman, Walter from The Big Lebowski.
Yep.
Just because he was one of the births of one of the best memes in the world. Of the handgun. Mm-hmm. Am I the only one who gives a fuck about the rules? Yeah.
Yeah.
He just had such great one-liners in the movie. Just this isn't non-smoky. There are rules. This is a bowling alley, and all that mumbo jumbo. So I took Walter number 5. Who do you got for number 4?
I'm gonna go ahead and say Shrek.
See, I thought about taking Shrek, but I'm kind of glad I didn't. I actually thought about taking Donkey.
I would never take Donkey over Shrek. If I was gonna take any Shrek universe character over Shrek, Oh, it would probably have to be either the Gingerbread Man or Lord Farquaad.
They
I
have
think
the most iconic scene together in Shrek.
I think Lord Farquaad's fucking hilarious, but I mean Shrek is just like he's a way of life. He's like
Shrek is life. You someone said.
I know I don't want to say that because that video scares the shit out of me, but no, Shrek is I really enjoyed. And I'm just talking Shrek 1 here because I think Shrek 2 is okay, but everything past that was ridiculous. Shrek was really revolutionary. Like he was the epitome of a kid's character that's funny to adults.
Yeah.
I think.
It's a movie you can really just watch at any age too, and not be like, "Oh, this is too kiddish."
Yeah, and you'll find something funny like
in every episode or every viewing.
Like it was what was the song? He goes da 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 mow the grass.
Wipe, shine your shoes, wipe your face. Do lot is.
Okay, that's
Let's
great.
do that again. Okay.
Who you got for number 4?
Oh, number 4. I took Jordan Belfort from Wolf of Wall Street.
Also,
for a couple of reasons. One, that movie was my biggest obsession with money. What got me super obsessed with money and wanting to get super rich. Not because I wanted to bank different dollar figure whores at my job of job. I don't know what I'm trying to say there.
Place of work.
Place of work. There it is. Ding, 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 ding. No, I think DiCaprio did a fantastic. Leo King of the World did a fantastic job of playing the character of Jordan Belfort, and at the same time created fantastic gifs and memes while he's at it.
A quick sidebar, like Leonardo DiCaprio, I feel like The Revenant is not the movie he should have won for. I know it's not exactly a hot take, but
I think it should have been either Titanic or Wolf of Wall Street.
I think he should have fucking won for Inception.
Yeah,
but I think get that out of your mouth right now.
Hold on, this is the best time for it.
No, I mean, I guess Inception really was more just story and like it was a really unique stoplight.
I can't stop. Get that out of your mouth. Continue.
But I think like Inception was probably more like story and visual effects because the visual effects were really one of a kind. So maybe not that, but like yeah, he should have won for Wolf of Wall Street. And I don't know if you saw his last movie that just came out with Brad Pitt.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I wanted to, but I don't understand the movie.
It wasn't like a lot of people loved it. It wasn't a fantastic movie to me. Like
sounds like a Tarantino movie.
I thought it was. I thought it was good, not great. But speaking of Brad Pitt, an honorable mention for me is his character in Inglourious Basterds.
I thought you were gonna say Moneyball.
No, I loved Brad Pitt in Inglourious Basterds when he was trying to be Italian at the end of the movie.
I never actually watched that movie in one whole sitting because it came out when I was a little kid, and I tried watching it. I thought it was the dumbest thing ever. But I'm pretty sure it's on the old Flick, so I might give it a view tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, it's on Netflix. You should check that out. But no, like he's trying to impersonate an Italian, and he's just like he has like the most Tennessee accent ever. He's like, "Grazie."
See, it's hard for me to pick a Brad Pitt character that I like because I'm not a huge Brad Pitt guy.
I wasn't, but like after watching Inglourious Basterds for the first time, I realized I like him in almost everything he's been in. He just doesn't stand out in anything to me.
Not the movie I think he would say that would make him do that to you either. Like almost every actor or actress has a movie where that's their yacht. I think as Dr. Ken says, or Ken Jeong says, is that's their yacht movie where they use that movie to get something super fancy. Yeah. I feel like that's probably what Inglourious Basterds was to Brad Pitt. That's just something for me. I
actually have a character that, or my number 1 is actually somebody that it could have been their yacht character, but I think it ended up as their best character. But I'll just move on to number 3 before I get to number 1. Number 3 is another animated character from our favorite movie Hercules, and that is Hades.
It's gonna be mine.
I love Hades.
Oh, okay. Whew.
Oh, but I know who you picked. I know who you picked. Like I know who you picked, but I picked Hades. He's a great villain, and he's the comic relief, like one of the main sources of comic relief at the same time. Very sarcastic, very really weird to say this, but he's very relatable as
he's a lovable Satan.
Yeah, I mean, Pegasus blows his hair out, and he goes, "Oh, is my hair out?" And it's just like he's he's one of the reasons that I like that movie so much, and I'm guessing that your number 3 is also Hercules related.
Yes, mine's Hercules related, and it's Danny the Goat. Literally because he is a goat.
His name is Phil.
Yeah, but Danny is literally a goat in the movie.
Yes, I know it's Danny DeVito, but don't.
It's Phil, yes. Simply because
That's
of
Phil's boy.
The song.
Well, you wanna be a
you wanna be a hero, kid? Well, whoop-de-doo. I've been around the blocks and seen blockheads just like you. But the best part about it is it's not a work of art. Oh, fuck. It's like painting a masterpiece. It's a work of art.
Mm-hmm.
That and I got 2 words for you. Okay.
I never thought I'd hear Danny DeVito sing before that movie, and I mean I was only 4 when that movie came out, so I didn't come out of the womb with hard opinions on Danny DeVito.
All right, number 2. Who do you got?
Well, first off, another honorable mention to the gospel singers in Hercules. Bless my soul, purpose on a roll.
How do you mean Huncules? Whenever I need to laugh, I just say that.
My number 2, from an actor that's not super popular, he's well known but not very popular, Ben Stiller. Ben Stiller's best character is in a movie that a lot of people quote. I don't like the movie itself very much, but that would be White Goodman in Dodgeball.
Okay, I was hoping it was going to be Night at the Museum.
No, I'm not.
If so, I was going to cancel you.
I'm out on that. No, White Goodman in Dodgeball is just nobody makes me bleed my own blood.
I also liked him in Fuck.
I didn't see that movie. Fuck
Starsky and Hutch.
Oh, yep, yeah.
Come on, do it. Do
Ben Stiller's a very he's a very middle of the road actor. I don't love him. I don't hate him. I love White Goodman. We're the Globo Gym Purple Cobra. I loved him so much that I played on an indoor soccer team named the Globo Gym Purple Cobras for a couple seasons. We walked into every game like.
I don't think I'm ever get the image out of my head of you going like that. Like a little gerbil. I don't know what to do with my hands. My number 2, I already referenced him earlier from the same exact movie. I'm talking about Marky Mark, Hamburgers, Terry Hoyts from The Other Guys.
Mm-hmm.
Just because he's got the greatest rants in that movie of, if I was a lion and you were a tuna, I'd swim out in the middle of the ocean and freaking eat you.
Yeah.
It was a toss-up between that or Will Ferrell from that movie, just because then you could take Will Ferrell's lion swimming in the ocean? Just that whole monologue right there.
I don't know. I think I have very strong opinions on Will. Oh, by the way, Ben Stiller also very good in Zoolander.
Haven't seen it.
Blue Steel. So I'm kind of split on Will Ferrell. I mean, obviously I loved him in Step Brothers, but he's not he tries too hard in every other movie, I feel like.
What was it? Stranger Than Fiction? That movie was just a complete trash can.
Yeah, and then that one movie that was completely in Spanish that had English subtitles, and he had a terrible Spanish Mexican accent the whole time. I forget what it's called, but it was pretty. I don't know. I loved him in Step Brothers, but that's just because Step Brothers is a classic.
Iconic.
Yeah.
Let's see. Elf. I'm getting so tired of Elf.
Yeah, I liked Elf the first time I saw it, but I'm over it.
Yeah, it's the same thing every year.
It took me pathetically long to realize that it was Zooey Deschanel in that movie.
Oh, the blonde chick?
Yeah, because usually she's brunette, bangs, glasses.
Yeah, actually, I just saw a meme about that today about her not having glasses.
Yeah, it was on the old Reddit.
So
my number 1. You want to take a guess?
Is it I can't say what I was gonna say. This could sound incredible. Is it the dude is it Will Smith from I Am Legend?
No.
Is it Will Smith from Hancock?
Favorite actor, not any of my favorite characters. One of my honorable mentions was almost Fred.
I thought about doing it too. Because
Fred,
the first we
if
planned on
you
doing
feel,
just
you
like
better tell me right now. If you feel, you better tell me right now.
just because I thought about making all my 5 characters ridiculously stupid.
Yeah, I did too.
Let's see, your favorite. It's not Marvel, Star Wars related.
No, I tried to stay away from Marvel and Star Wars because we talked so much about it. You know, my top would have been like Thor and Spider-Man.
Yep.
But no, it's
Spidey web shooters.
another. Oh god, it's another movie that was the first one was really good. The second and third one were pretty good, and then everything after 3 was trash. And I think there are 5 of his movies now.
Give me a hint.
I know you're not friends with me on Steam, but my Steam name is based on him.
The fuck is Steam?
It's a program with it's like an application for your computer where you can buy a bunch of computer games. It's basically like the Xbox store or the PS store, the Play Store or whatever the fuck it's called.
No, Play Store is Android.
Yeah, it's Google. Anyway,
Give me a better hint than whatever that was.
As
an armless man trying to wipe his ass.
I mean, that's honestly what he looks like sometimes. Oh, let's see. This particular actor is shitty in everything else he's been in. He's been the remake of a very popular character from a book written by Roald Dahl.
Oh. Okay, what character do I want to pick him from? Oh, fuck. We had this conversation the other day.
Do you have the actor?
Yeah, it's Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
For some reason, when I think Roald Dahl, I think James and the Giant Peach.
Well, and I mean,
fuck. It's not him from. It's not 21 Jump Street. His character, the tough titty, fucked her too, is it?
No. This is a pretty popular character. He
don't tell me what it is. We just had this fucking conversation.
No, we literally did.
It's not Sleepy Hollow.
What? No, it's his most popular movie.
Oh, Captain Jack.
Yeah, Captain Jack Sparrow.
Yeah, we have different thoughts on that. I'm not a big Captain Jack guy.
I love Captain Jack.
Caribbean.
My Steam name is Captain Jess Sparrow.
I hate it. I hate it.
But no, I absolutely loved the first movie. I thought it was just wild. Like he's so drunk and so accidentally smart all the time. And then the second and third movie is also equally wild. I don't know. I just felt like he was clear cut. Like when we brought up this topic, he's the first one I thought of. So gotta say Captain Jack. You all right?
I'm using the sunlight to look like a depressed teenager.
Oh.
Yeah, I liked 1 and 2. I liked 4. I fucking hated 3.
You hated the third Pirates of the Caribbean movie?
Yeah, garbage.
You liked the fourth one, but you didn't like the third one.
That's because Penelope Cruz goes hard in the paint.
The fourth one was awful.
Penelope Cruz goes hard in the paint.
It was still bad.
Okay, let's get off of my Pirates of the Caribbean takes.
Caribbean.
Huh?
Caribbean.
Caribbean.
Ew.
All right, so what I want to pinpoint here is, except for John Goodman, I've used every actor to describe the character as the wrong movie from what I'm using them from.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to do it again for number 1, and I'm going Tommy Toy Story. Forrest Gump is my favorite character of all time.
Ooh, I almost went Toy Story. I knew you would. I almost just fell out.
But I didn't though.
If I was gonna go with the Tom Hanks character that wasn't Forrest Gump, I'd have to say Captain Phillips, but that's just because I love that movie.
See, I actually haven't seen that one.
Look at me. Look at me. I'm the captain now.
I thought about Castaway.
Well said.
Bridge of Spies, very, very underrated movie.
I feel like Tom Hanks is good in everything he's in.
And he's going to be a fantastic Mr. Rogers, too.
Oh, dude, I'm so fucking stoked for that movie. I'm just ridiculously excited for that movie.
It's going to be fantastic.
Yeah, like I have no reason to be as excited as I am. Why do you
I
keep
didn't
doing
even watch Mr. Rogers' Challenge. I think I just like took a gander a few times.
why do you keep doing this just to show your guns?
Huh?
Stop doing this. Just
Oh,
to
I
show
actually
your
had an itch in the back of my head.
you're just like
I don't know what to do with my hands. What is that? Uh,
I hope everyone just looks behind them. Hold on, let's just look really shocked right now and so everyone looks behind them. You guys get to play along too. You started early.
Name the game, folks. I always start early.
Wait, there was no moment there where we were both doing it.
Okay, we're done here. So, yeah, Tommy Toy Story does a fantastic job in Forrest Gump, just because the movie is one of the most quotable movies of all time. A fantastic story, and there should have been the sequel, but 9/11 happened. And I hate that I say 9/11 is... I'm bummed about 9/11 because of Forrest Gump 2. That's not at all what I'm saying. Damn it!
Damn the terrorists!
Fucking terrorists!
You ruined Forrest Gump!
Fucking Chaldeans, I tell you. Weirdest white guy phrase ever.
Yeah. Yeah,
All right.
I mean, I had a couple that kind of, a couple random characters that kind of popped into my head that I decided not to use.
Rocky was mine.
Rocky?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I was considering like, see, but I kept roaming into like more the actor than the
That's what my issue was.
like one of mine was I was gonna take Jackie Chan from Rush Hour, but I feel like that was more because I like Jackie Chan and not because I liked his character.
You mean Jackie Chan wasn't the GOAT in the Karate Kid reboot, huh?
No, it was Jaden Smith.
I hate it here. I want to go home.
He hit puberty like halfway through that movie.
Okay, I just like that no one talks about the ginormous roundhouse he does to the kid's face.
Oh yeah, that was awesome.
No, something we gotta talk about though that we can talk about right now.
Stop what you're saying. Stop what you're saying. Shut the fuck. I just turned and started talking to the microphone. So my very, very favorite kung fu movie is Ip Man, and it's so great. Donnie Yen, the guy from the blind dude from Star Wars Rogue One, he plays
I'm
Ip
one
Man.
to force the forces with me.
That guy.
I'm to force the forces with me.
Ip Man in real life trained Bruce Lee, but this movie is all about like the Japanese occupation of some village in China during World War II, and he like fights 10 black belts and just beats the shit out of all of them. Then he like has this duel at the end of the movie with like the Japanese general, and they're like fighting in like some square on a platform. It's so great. So great.
One of my favorite martial arts movies, which is such a bad movie, is Never Back Down.
Oh, dude, yeah, that movie sucks.
But
I love it.
I know. I just remember watching on Stars with Father John. Father Dad's a different character.
Father Dad's your what?
No, Father Dad's a different character.
No, Never Back Down. Isn't that the one where like they're like in a tournament and he just really wants to fight the guy and like they're like, oh, the real final's happening outside in the parking lot.
Yeah, something like that. Danny Glover's in it.
Mm-hmm.
He kicks him out of the gym for getting in a fight elsewhere, or something like that. Yeah, it was just overplayed so much on the Stars movie channel.
Yeah, and the guy looks like the main character looks like Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so we need, trying to get back into my segue, but we need to talk about right now, and it's a very urgent thing to talk about, is ants.
People are talking about ants. What are they saying?
They're saying if ants were bigger, how big would they need to be the dominant species of the world?
Badgers. As big as a badger.
Now, what? A badger?
So like a house cat.
I'm saying like a wild boar size.
Well, I'm saying there's so many ants, and they're already like they're pound for pound the strongest organism on the planet, pretty much.
Yeah.
So if they're as big as like a house cat, they could pick us up. There are more of them than there are of us, and they are very good. Like you've seen like during the floods and everything, how like the fire ants will like make like rafts out of their bodies and just float down while it's like flooding. They'll float down like the river that's formed, and like you run into one of those things, you're gonna die, and that's with small ants. So if you run into one of those things with big ants,
When I picture this, I just pictured carpenter ants.
Oh, I'm taking any kind. I thought you meant like any kind of ant, but
okay.
I still do think house cat sized because they're pound for pound the strongest living creature on the planet.
Can you imagine how scarring it would be to just be like someone they trip on the sidewalk and an ant just like the guy as they're like getting up and trying to like scramble away, the ant just like gets in between their trappers and you just like look at him and you just see, Sha! And it cuts him in half.
That would suck. I would not enjoy that.
It's clearly the same sound that an ant would make too as they do it. Sha! Yeah, I'm thinking. I thought dog, but then I kind of upped it up a little bit and I kind of went like a wild boar. Because they're basically a little bit, depending on the dog, they're about this. Let's just say a dog, because a lot of people don't know the size of a wild boar. Let's go with dog. A golden retriever, a house dog.
Why are you comparing an ant to a golden retriever?
Why are you trying to make me sound like I hate golden retrievers? What are you trying to pull here?
I don't know. I have some kind of agenda.
You know who else has an agenda that people have talked about? It's been written through the stars, a million miles away. She's on her way. The Queen. She also has an agenda. But let's get off that soapbox for now. So you know how the internet always says stuff about, like you always see like the post on Facebook or on Instagram that says if you don't wet your toothbrush, put toothpaste on, wet it again, you're a sociopath or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Honestly, I think you're the bigger sociopath if you wet the goddamn toothbrush first.
If you wet it first? I say if you wet it twice, you're a sociopath.
People wet it once, toothpaste, wet it again, so they start scrubbing them pearly whites. Here's why you're a sociopath if you wet it first. The toothpaste isn't going to stick. It's just going to slide around when trying to put that puppy on.
Are you just terrible at using toothpaste? Because I do that every time, and I have never had that problem.
Why do you make it sound like I'm the kindergartner eating glue when it comes to using toothbrush?
I'm questioning your ability to brush your teeth now.
No, I have to calm myself and gather myself before I say this next sentence because it's going to be an obstacle course. I gotta come in dry. I gotta come in dry in order to brush my teeth right. I can't come in lubed up. I have to put the toothpaste on a dry toothbrush, and then wet it. Because it's just unnecessary water to wet the tooth. Why do you feel the need to wet the toothbrush first?
Because that way the toothbrush isn't dry. I mean, if you wet the toothbrush first, you're wetting the toothbrush, then you put the toothpaste on. But if you're putting the toothpaste on, a lot of that water is hitting the toothpaste and splattering off and not getting down into the toothbrush.
I'm questioning your ability now. How do you not know how to use water?
I do. That's why I do it the right way.
The right way is to come in dry and then come in wet.
Stop that. Don't.
All right, kids, here's the lesson of the day. Never, ever come in wet.
At FBI right here.
No.
Talking about coming on wet.
Kids.
Let's cease and desist this conversation.
Fair enough. What do you got?
What's the deal with airline food?
Airline food, it's unreasonably priced.
That's my way of saying I got nothing, man.
You got nothing, man.
I used both of my. I used every single one of my random thoughts in the first 20 minutes.
Oof. All right, so you talk about in high school a lot about the rhetorical triangle. You get into it in college. You talk about ethos, or however it's called.
Ethos,
pathos, logos.
Thank you.
No, do you want to know how the best way to establish ethos?
What's that?
Knowing a vast number of roads. Okay.
What do you mean?
So, if someone's asking for directions and you don't have a clue where you're sending these people, one, it's not your problem, and two, they don't trust a guy who's stumbling over the words. Like I'm stumbling over the sentence. You need to know the roads. If you stop looking at your muscles, put those down. Put those guns away. If you know the roads very well, you sound like a very well-educated man. You might as well be an Aristotle.
Side note, I really hope or hate that I turned my fan off for this pod because it is really hot in here. I'm getting really sweaty.
Ugh. Sweaty's a terrible word. Don't use it. Stop it.
I'm done.
Jesus fuck. Did I ever talk about on here, piggybacking on roads, did I ever talked about my issue with road closed signs?
No.
I need to quit thinking I'm better than them.
Fuck.
Because if you live in the Mitten state of Michigan, you know that it's always under construction.
Oh,
and you know that when you see a road closed sign, it's a 50-50 shot whether they're actually going to be working on it, whether it actually is closed. Normally, when you see the orange road closed sign, you can assume safely that, oh, I can just get around a barricade up there or something like that. They're not working on it. It'll be fine. See, the last, 10 times I've tried to do that, they've actually been working on the roads, and I have to flip a UE and then actually take the detour.
Road work ahead? Yeah. I sure hope it does.
Oh, fuck off. You son of a bitch. Well, kids, we can assume that he's a dad already. You didn't take a drink because you were thirsty. You took a drink because I was drinking water. And no, what I told you at one point in the podcast, or before we started, that you were going to notice something weird, but you weren't going to get it. It didn't work because YouTube wouldn't load right for me. What I was going to do is, because normally I drink a shit ton of water when I'm doing these, I was just going to, every time I downed a bottle of water, I was just going to toss it into my trash can, and then there was going to be a ding, and I was going to do this on the screen. So I was going to get to 1, go ding, then for number 2, I was going to go ding, and then so on and so forth.
But you haven't even made it through 1 yet, and we're,
No, this is number 2.
Oh, I was about to say we're balls deep in this pod right now.
Oh, no, if you go back and rewind the film, you'll notice that I did the...
All right, let's do an instant replay.
So now we're back to talking about ants. What if we actually did just continue the whole conversation? We actually can rewind the whole podcast. And then, but before we do that, you hear that annoying song of rewind now. Or however it goes. That's what I've got. I've got nothing else. I mean, I have a bunch more random thoughts, but I'm saving them for future episodes.
Great.
Oh wait, no. I do have one that I've wanted to talk about forever since before we took the break. I believe we've talked about this. Life needs to be set up like a video game.
The game of, the board game?
Not the game of life. Not that stupid wheel that was a 50-50 shot whether it was going to spin or not.
You just didn't set it up right.
What the fuck is with you and criticizing me today?
You're a shitty human being.
I'm going to pour the water on my microphone.
How? Okay.
No. So, whenever you complete, a side mission, you get something.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not talking about, some random object. I'm talking about something useful that you can use in the future. For me, I like to cook. So whenever I complete a side mission, I get a set of pots and pans. A set of pots and pans. Or, say if you need to furnish your living room, you complete a little side mission, you get a brand new couch.
Oh yeah, that'd be dope. I mean, except then the thing is, everyone would have the exact same furniture. Oh man, this is good podcasting.
Stop.
What? All right, let's.
Stop. Stop.
This needs to be ended. This is not.
Needs to be done. Canceled. Done forever. You got it.
This is Joe's theme song.
I'm very bad at dancing.
I can do you one better for an outro. You ready?
Yeah, I didn't realize we were competing. What's my...
That was magical. Now I'm really sweaty.
It's been figuratively speaking with your boys, Feig and J-Man. Have a great day and stay frosty because tundra is cold in Mother Russia.
Stay frosty.